All right. And I want to make sure that the ISPEED team is actually going to be live. So we are live, guys. While we work this out for 1 second, Yuri, do you guys have the link? Or do you need the link to go?
I will need. I texted Gene, but he's on the mastermind and family in Tampa, so that's been a little bit hectic today. So, but we'll definitely want a recording and repost it. But
absolutely,
I just texted him again, so maybe
he's at the airport.
Not yet, to what I know, but I know he has been busy trying to learn lots of things and talk to many people. But,
and it was good. So. But we can get into that. We'll just kick it off, though. We'll say welcome, guys. Another week of ISPEED to Lead, real estate, creative real estate, and the team over here in New England just calling sellers, calling leads all across the country. We have Yuri over from the ISPEED to Lead team. Yuri, you want to jump right in? Welcome.
So, excited for you guys to make some calls. Whoever will be watching this from our channel, guys, we're bringing Creative 4. They actually just had a 2-hour masterclass on Saturday. So whoever was a part of that, I bet you got a lot of value. We got a lot of positive feedback on that. So we're probably looking forward to do another one in maybe 3-4 weeks or something like that. You guys tell us what's the plan.
Yeah.
But our main goal is just to show some more options, how to close more deals with the leads. And we think you guys one of the best ones to do that. So I appreciate you doing that.
Yeah, no, and it's picking up steam. That Saturday class was good. We went through, we had a lot of folks asking questions. Some of the stuff, which I figured was spills into not even talking to sellers, right? We wanted to talk about sellers, talk about scripts, talk about the things to get conversions. And, it turned into a few deeper conversations. We had our TCs in there. So, good stuff all around. We had a lot of good feedback. I even had people reaching out, the email games, and they log in on one email, but they signed up on another email, so they don't get the links. So we're going to repost all these things. We have the cloud. Actually, Andrew, what we should do tonight is maybe just off the cuff, we'll just let the audience know, like, here's, if you want the recording, let's go find it here. Or maybe we just do another sign up. Because I think we were on for like 2.5 hours, 3 hours. Yeah. So it was really good.
I will, I'll go link it right now to the original, to our original link, realestateJustin.com/webinar, where you would have previously registered. If you go there, you will be able to watch the recording.
Or even send myself or Andrew a DM. It's as simple as that too. And what we'll do is we'll give you the link for that. But,
absolutely.
And we didn't even talk about doing that, but we want to continue to have these things evergreen so people have content and have the things that they need. Guys, Shaun, how about this? Because you are head of acquisitions. Although it's been busy, actually, I am here in East Stroudsburg, which is next to Tobyhanna. We toured 2 of the properties that we ended up having leads that were for ISPEED to Lead. I'm in town right now. One of the houses was a house of horrors. It was pretty gnarly, but it was really cool content. And unrealistic. Like, listen, guys, there's nothing we can do. If Yuri gets a lead, an ISPEED to Lead gets a lead, a motivated lead, we can't put a gun to someone's head to make them sell their home that's overvalued, I'll say. But Andrew and I got to go tour 2 properties, one of which is under contract. So really good stuff, really good deals. Just happy to be here, happy to do it. And what else do we have, Shaun?
I know we had that San Antonio one. We have, honestly, dude, there's so many that I would have to go back through the CRM to check. But I know we have the Tobyhanna. We have San Antonio. There's the New Jersey one, Ohio as well. There's a New Jersey one or a Philly one that Andrew was talking to. On seller finance. And there were a couple else. I think we're up to like 3 to 5 contracts in 4 weeks.
That's good. Yeah, I mean, it's only
That's
a couple
really good.
hours, couple hours of calling, and sure, there's follow up in the back game, but I mean, that's normal. So yeah, good stuff. And it was actually cool to be here and have the recording and have tour of the properties yesterday. So if anyone doesn't have those, I'll share some of those photos on my Instagram. There's no roof on the house, put it that way.
Oh, really?
What?
No roof at all.
I think that's an important thing to have on a house.
Yeah, the guy says, he goes, oh, it's $65,000. Anyone who listens to our previous weeks, you'll hear that the gentleman, his name begins with an F. We'll just say that. We don't want to drop names. And he said, oh, it's $65,000. But I don't think he had been to the house in a bunch of years. A tree fell through it. Yeah, pretty good. And come to find out, yeah, you know what? We'll wait. We'll share the details later. We should get dialing. We should get going. We should share some links and say what's up. What's up, everybody? So, guys, Yuri, if you're good, let's hit it. Let's go dial.
All right.
Let's go. So you have some leads on the.
We have a
private
main
chat.
over here that I'm ready to call. I mean, oh, is Andrew calling? I apologize.
No,
No, you're good.
Oh,
Kick it off, Ash.
Kick it up, Ash. Yeah. go.
what am I talking about? La La Land over here. So this
And
person's
hey,
name is Donnie, and this is in Dixfield, Maine. You guys.
And hey, what happened with that main deal that for you that we texted yesterday about? Anything come from that one? ISPEED to lead?
Which one? The
I think there was.
Oh,
Did you
the-
guys?
Biddeford, Ashley. Biddeford.
Biddeford, yes. So it's weird because sometimes sellers, they will enter a home, and he does have one in Biddeford, but he has one he wants to sell a lot more that's in Buxton. It's a multifamily. And you know, he redid the entire thing. He wants a lot for it. So I'm trying to go creative on him. I explained a little bit what I do. I'm still trying to nurture him a little bit. So I'll have an update shortly with that one.
Yeah, love it. So let's kick it off, Ash. You got it.
I'm going. This is Dixfield, Maine. Looks like a generational owned home because it doesn't have much info online.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
I'm calling again.
Hello.
Hey, is this Donnie?
Yeah.
Hey, Donnie. My name is Ashley. I'm calling in regards to your Dixfield property. I just got a notification that you're interested in selling. Is that accurate?
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Sweet. I was actually just looking at it online, and it looks like it might be a generational owned home. Like it doesn't have much information online. It doesn't like tell me the bed and bath count. The square footage, I'm almost positive is wrong from the way it looks in the picture. So is there a way you can just fill me in on it?
It's one bathroom. There's 3 bedrooms upstairs. There's 2 bedrooms downstairs, but I use one as a home office.
Oh, okay.
Because I work from home. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so you're currently living in the home?
Yep.
Okay, great. So how soon are you looking to sell?
Not 100% sure. Soon.
Okay, soon. I can work with soon. Okay, perfect. So is there like how's the house? Have you updated it recently? There's no pictures, so you gotta create an imagination for me.
Well, it was all paneling and stuff when we bought it 12 years ago, and now we updated the inside. We put sheetrock up and painted and put pergo flooring in.
Okay.
The bathroom's not quite finished. I'm working on that.
Okay.
The 3 bedrooms upstairs, we redid 2 of them with sheetrock. The other one we haven't done yet. So yes and no. There's some, but not all. We added a deck on the front that's like 26 by 12.
Okay.
It's got a small deck on the back and an attached garage, 1-car garage attached.
Okay, beautiful. Yeah. You know, I'm actually from Maine. I live in Biddeford. I have no idea where Dixfield is. Is that bad? Like, where are you?
About 2 hours north of you.
Okay.
Rumford?
Okay. Oh, okay. Rumford. Okay. Yeah, I actually just camped up there recently. I went gold panning. I didn't even find
Oh,
a
yeah.
flake.
On the Swift River.
Exactly. Yeah. I was in I want to say no, it's not Roxbury. Maybe. Yeah, it was like
Rocks there. Yep.
yeah, it was right before Rumford, and we stayed in Airbnb, and I was actually super jealous because I was like, this house is gorgeous. I was like offering to buy it off the lady, and she had her own island and everything. We had the side by side up there. We were zooming across the river, going on the island. It was so much fun. So much fun. I think it's beautiful up there. So are you close to the river?
We're not. We're right in the center of town.
Okay.
Maxfield. We're like, I don't know, 500 yards from the high school. We're walking distance to high school and middle school.
So good. Yeah, you've got a pretty good location. That's
Yep.
people like being
It's a
close
big
to the
lot.
schools. Okay, great. All right,
Yeah,
so I'm going to
we're
ask you
neighbors,
the.
but they're a little bit away from us.
Okay, yeah. So how far are you from Rumford? Like about 10 minutes or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 10 minutes. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So I'm going to ask you the big magic question. What would you like to get for your property?
I have no idea.
Okay.
Like I said, it still needs some work. So
Yep.
I know that it's not finished.
Right.
But
Yeah.
it's also a great spot, great location. It's a big house. So
Yeah. Well, you reached the right girl because I like to do fix and flips. I like to remodel things and I like to do all that. So
nice.
I would love to work out a deal with you. I just I'm trying to think because I hate asking this question because I don't want to sound too nosy, but I like to know what your next move is. Like what's the next chapter bringing you?
We're moving about 6 miles away.
Oh, okay. That's not too bad. Okay. So you already have a place in mind that you're moving to?
Yes.
Perfect. See, that's all right, Donnie. You're making it too easy for me now. Okay. Perfect. Because I always worry if people are going to have a place to go or not. So that is perfect.
Yeah, that's kind of been what's held me up from really pushing it is that the other place isn't quite ready yet either. So
Okay. So you're basically on the fence, kind of waiting for that to finish up and then you'll be ready to sell this one.
well, the way things go these days, I figured it would go pretty quick because the location is really good. So
Yeah, it is. So you said you've owned it for about 12 years. Do you still have a mortgage on that?
I do, yes.
Okay, perfect. So I'm going to be transparent with you and tell you a little bit about what I do. So we like to do everything outside of the bank. So we usually work directly with the sellers and either do a seller finance on their equity. We can take over mortgage loans. And it just really depends where you're at. I mean, you've owned it for 12 years, so you're probably close to halfway through your mortgage, not 100% sure. Yeah. So, I mean, that's something we could discuss if you want, where you don't know a number yet. We can get there. Do you have an idea?
No.
Okay.
No idea.
Okay.
Not my department, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. I have some pretty good partners where they can do a quick underwrite and tell me, what we could offer on your home.
Okay.
I'm definitely interested for sure. As soon as you told me you're up near the Swift River, I mean, like I had such a blast up there.
We're
So
actually close to Weld. I think we're like 10-15 minutes from Weld Lake, and we're in a pretty good location. It's quiet. It's in town, but it's fairly quiet. It's daycare across the street. It's dead end street.
oh yeah, I live on a dead end street. I love it. No, it's perfect. So okay, well let's figure some stuff out. I'm just writing down some numbers. So just looking at what. So are you buying your new home?
Sorta, yep.
Sorta. Okay. Perfect. All right. So yeah, I mean, could you send me any pictures of, because I guess I would just need to know like how much updating I need to do. When's the last time you replaced the roof?
A metal roof.
Perfect.
And I don't know when it was put on before we were there.
Well, they last forever.
Yeah.
Do you like the sound of the rain with it? Does it make a difference?
some days. Some days it's calming, some days it's annoying.
See, I like the sound of the rain, so okay. Let me just figure something out here. So have you gotten any calls on your property yet, or am I the first person?
You're the second. I have a friend that's a realtor as well that I talked to kind of get an idea of what I need to do.
Okay. If you don't mind me asking, how much do you know how much you owe left on your mortgage?
I think it's about 60.
About 60. Okay.
65, somewhere in there.
Because I just want to make sure that you're going to get some equity in your pocket. Because I'd say so. Do you have any pictures at all that you could send me quickly?
I'm not. I'm at my dad's house right now visiting.
That's okay. It's not a problem, Donnie. All right. So I would say like so basically you've just done like painting and stuff. So you haven't done any like hardcore remodeling, correct?
No, we tore out paneling and horsehair plaster and lath out of most of the rooms and put up sheetrock. I put the new pergo flooring in. Structurally, I guess not, but I mud and taped and sheetrocked and pergoed the floor by myself. So that's a lot for me. The kitchen hasn't been updated. That would need it. The flooring in there goes right through the whole first floor.
Okay. Well, I do have an idea. So now I'm thinking, so I got to get my creative brain going. So I can get the most equity in your pocket. Would you be willing to let me take over your current mortgage possibly? And then give you equity on the back end if I can, close quickly?
Yes, it would.
Okay.
I don't want to deal with it
perfect.
much longer.
All right. So what's your monthly? What do you pay monthly?
All these tough questions. I think it's like $800, $900.
That's nothing.
850.
I'll just put 8. Okay. Between 800
I
and
think
900.
It's 800 900. I can't remember it off my head.
Okay.
It's between that.
Well, I'm pretty sure you got a sweet interest rate too.
Yeah, it's 4.2 or 4.7, I think. It's all escrow too, so with the taxes and the insurance are all one payment. That's part of that 800 to 900.
Are you going to be around tomorrow?
I work from home. I mean, for a phone call or a visit?
A visit.
I have a training most of the day. I've been a training at work for the last 2 weeks.
If
Depends
you
on
can,
the time.
yeah, I mean, well, whatever time you're available, I can make it work.
Can you call me first thing in the morning?
Absolutely. I can absolutely do that.
Yeah, I start work at 6, so anytime after that, I'll be awake.
So your bed and bath count is like 5 beds. Well, you use one as an office, right? So you have 4.
Yeah. So what we did was there was a mudroom and it didn't make any sense, so we closed that side off and put the front door on the front of the house and made that mudroom into a bedroom / that's where my office is. And then the living room was 30 feet long, and we took the last 12 feet and made another bedroom because I have multiple children, lots of kids.
Okay.
So I needed rooms. So the living room was super, super huge, and we kind of cut off the last 12 feet and made it a bedroom.
Okay. That's pretty cool. So yeah, I mean, you don't really find houses with 5 bedrooms in them anymore.
Yeah.
So I get it. I have 3 girls and a son, so I have 4 myself, and we made 3 bedrooms up on like a finished attic. I hate to say finished attic because that was like a normal staircase, but it just kind of reminds me of attic. Anyways, but I totally get it. We built rooms too, so something that we got to do as parents. So yeah, I mean, so I am messaging my partner while I'm talking to you, doing a little bit of multitasking. He's trying to ask me what you want to get in your pocket. Is there like, can you just give me what would be, I mean, obviously if I said what would be happy, anyone could be like, yeah, 200K would make me happy. $1 million would make me happy. But like,
Right.
really, like what, like, do you think, what would you like to walk away with?
It would be nice to walk away with money, obviously. I mean, the realtor looked at it and she told me she'd list it for 230-ish. I mean, I'm realistic. It's needs some work.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I obviously that's not where I was thinking, but
Yeah.
I really haven't thought about it. Maybe if I think about it for the evening, I could probably give you a better answer in the morning.
So
I also have a spouse that I would have to talk to.
okay. So
I mean, you must in your head have a number already. So
yeah, roundabout number. I'm thinking. I just don't know. I mean, I want to make sure you walk away with something. You know, obviously that's why I asked about the mortgage. If I could just take over that, because then I can bring more cash to the table for you. But we do also take care of all the closing costs, commissions, and everything. So if you know, obviously you don't have a realtor yet, but I prefer to work without a realtor, just so you know. But yeah, I mean,
you can throw something at me that I can think about, right?
I could. Give me 1 second. Do you think I should just throw the 50 at him?
I mean, it's hard not knowing. You get pergo, wiring, and he's got a bunch of bedrooms, which my understanding is if that house is only 1,000 square feet or so, 5 bedrooms.
It's huge.
Okay.
What's your square footage of your home? Do you know about?
Say that again.
Do you know about the square footage of your home?
You know how big my house is, square footage wise? No. Yeah. What's the kitchen is? So in the kitchen to quick math in my head, probably.
Because there's no way it's accurate online. I think it says like around 600 square feet online, but that's what Zillow does. They just fill in numbers randomly if they don't have the answers.
I mean, the living room space is about 30 feet long, which that ends the house where it was before.
Yeah, that does nothing for me.
Looks about
that continues, so it's 42 feet long.
Justin, you can talk because he can't hear you. You're in my
maybe
ears.
about 1,500 square feet. It looks like maybe about. I'm guessing
it's a strange house because it was a cape and they added on the living room.
Oh, okay.
So it's like, yeah, it's strange.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's part of the reason why I need to see it, and then you know, maybe talk numbers, because I need a better idea of what needs to be fixed up and you know, just redone. And I'm guessing that it needs to be fully remodeled, you know. So I think what I'll do is I'll just give you a call first thing in the morning. I really want to talk further because I really am interested 100%. We absolutely can take over your mortgage. That's not an issue. And the day we close is when we're then responsible, so you don't have to pay it anymore. And again, we do take care of all closing costs and all that. So you're literally going to walk away with whatever we have decided on a number. So that's why it's important to me to find out how much you want in your pocket. Okay. So I think that maybe you talk with the wife tonight. It'll give me a little bit more time to, you know, is your wife there?
No, I'm just here with my son and my dad.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, right. You just said that. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Okay. So if I come up tomorrow, do you think you'd be ready to make a decision? And we could, you know, plan on going forward with the deal?
I mean, I would listen to an offer. Yep.
Okay. Perfect. Okay. Because I think that I could definitely have a number as soon as I'm done looking around.
Okay.
But yeah, so what time would you like me to give you a call tomorrow?
Anytime after 6 a.m., maybe after 7.
Okay. And
or I can drink my coffee and get started with work. And
yeah, that's not a problem. That's not a problem. And then are you going home tonight?
I am, yeah.
Okay. So if you want to, you know, it would be awesome, Donnie, if you can. I'm not trying to be a pain in the butt, but if you, when you get home, if you didn't mind taking a few pictures and sending them to me. So if you could just send me some decent pictures, it could save the trip too. It's completely up to you.
Boxes packed.
I mean, is it to the ceiling like where you can't see anything, or
My office is pretty packed right now, but
I really just,
the rooms are pretty empty.
yeah, I mean, honestly, like if you can get a couple good pictures of the kitchen, the bathrooms, you know, just like the good in, like those areas obviously cost a lot to renovate. So like those ones, I think would probably be the best. And then, what's the like general lay of the land? Like how much land do you have?
It's just over an acre.
Okay.
The house is kind of right in the middle of it. So there's like, the lot could technically be split into 2 lots. It's, yeah, there's a lot. I mean, for in town, it's a huge lot.
Okay. Do you happen to know what rents go for up there?
It's like, I think 1,000 to 1,500 now to rent a place.
Okay.
It's pretty nuts.
Yeah, it is nuts. It's definitely nuts. And especially like if you were renting out a house too, it's definitely going to cost a little bit more. So, okay, well, I'm excited, Donnie. So yeah, I mean, I don't know what time you're getting home tonight, but shoot me a text. This is my personal cell phone number. I'm also going to send you a copy of my business card too right now, so you have it. And just stay in contact. Just text me and we'll figure it out from there.
All right, sounds good.
All right. Thank you, Donnie. Have a good night. Bye. Not bad. I mean, I think that we just need to figure out where we're at. It's so hard to just throw a number out there because where he's ready to go forward, ready for me to take over the mortgage. And I'm telling this to everyone, like the audience watching, I don't want to commit to something that I can't do. So, you know, I'm picturing something in my head. I don't think it's like falling down. It's definitely a decent home, but I think it's going to need pretty heavy duty renovations, like up to date renovation. Do you agree, Justin?
You know what? I don't know. I think it's probably partial, right? They said they did the plaster lap. They did I think he said he did wiring. Didn't say anything about the plumbing, but then they did, Pergo. Well, okay, Pergo is Pergo. Pergo is like an older thing, but he alluded that he wasn't really handy. And I think that it sounds like it's just a general house. I mean, he has a bunch of kids, so it's probably has some wear and tear. It's a house in Maine. Here's the coolest thing. When we talk about land, right? Or when we ask about the lot, and what I was like, lay of the land sometimes can mean lay of the land. Like, just catch me up to speed on like lay of like even the property layout or just the house. It's just the term, but also the lay of the land. And that one question, it is a little over an acre. I did see that on the statistics on the cards, but that one question now he alluded to, it's a potential for a subdivision or there's another additional lot that could be used off of it.
That's a great question.
So if you look at the zoning, then you could free up to, hey, let's say a lot is $15,000. Well, that's maybe value add. Maybe that's something that's also the bonus to make the deal happen. So we'd have to do the research on it, but that one little question sparked an additional plan or an additional tier of this deal, of this lead. It's hard to give someone a number. It's great. You finally pushed and pushed and pushed, and he said, "Well, my realtor said 260, I think." So
he said he didn't agree with that. Did you hear that?
He was cutting himself down. So he's thinking that it needs more work, and he's not confident in that. I also heard some pain. I'm thinking there might be some sort of divorce there.
That's what I was thinking too. Because he almost did you hear he almost slipped up and said, I got a wife that I'm gonna have to. He almost said split it and then he's like discuss it with. So I think if I dig in deeper, there is going to be a lot of pain. I do agree with you, Justin.
Yeah. So I think overall, great job. The biggest thing is in-seller appointment. In-person appointments are the best pound for pound. But that's then you ask the question, and I would probably rephrase it just a little bit or push them a little bit more to say, what we want is a commitment. You did say, hey, listen, you're not going to ask me for $1 million. You're not going to give me, I don't have to come and give you 200, which actually 200 grand plus a 60K mortgage is 260. But also what we want to do is just make sure we're not we want to disqualify the ability to just go over to a seller appointment and it's unrealistic. We really want to know, and then we want to say, who's the decision makers? I want to make sure the decision makers are present for when we need to make the decision to sign the paperwork or the agreement.
Exactly.
So I would say, like, if he's going to text you some photos, I think it's great. And we just get up there. He said the only other person was his agent.
Well,
And I
it's
think
not listed.
no. And he doesn't want to list it. It sounds like he doesn't want to go through it.
Yeah.
It sounds like he needs to go right away. So the box is already packed. And
Yeah,
he's-
that's yep.
you
And
asked
he's at
about
his dad's tonight too. So
Yeah. So I would get up there before you go up there. I would say, hey, listen, I'm coming up there. My partner, I have one other house or one other family I could actually help out today. I just want to make it the decision that, like, if I have to go help this mother out, do I go help the mother out or do I go see you? If you guys are not ready to make a decision or your wife's not there, or I just don't want to come back up, keep coming back. And then next thing you know, we agree. And then she doesn't like the price. And then we're back to square one. So I would say, like, I would really, really want both of you in the same room. In-person seller appointments, it's really crucial, especially if they're both signing.
yeah, of course.
Because
Yeah, I
next thing you
agree.
know, she says, nope, I'm using my agent if there's a divorce or something else, God forbid. So
It's messy.
you get in the middle of it. Yeah. So I think
Mhm.
disqualifying or overcoming those objections, or make sure that you close those doors, I think is going to lead
Okay.
you to a successful in-person seller appointment.
Awesome. Thank you.
But I think all around, good job. Shaun is on a call. And should we go to Shaun?
Yeah.
I don't got anything right now. I literally just hung up as you guys were breaking down that last deal.
Okay.
Dude was 15. He was like $15,000 off of retail value and had a cash offer at $5,000 less than that. And I was like, yeah, dude, there's no way I can even touch that. And he needed all of his money right now.
Which one was that one?
Second from Ted, Ohio. Second
Okay.
from the top.
All right.
So yeah, there was no creative play there, unfortunately.
Well, there's always cash, but obviously he has a cash deal too right there, huh?
Yeah, he had a cash deal. I guess his potential buyer is a dude that's he's been investing for a while. He's getting a divorce, needs a place to go, and he was like, "Yeah, I can pay you $225 cash for it." And he was asking $235.
Did you see the Milton, Mass?
I called it.
Did you?
Yeah, they wanted to call back in an hour and a half.
Oh, that was the one. Okay, great. So got
7
that
beds.
one. What is it?
7 bedrooms.
Okay. And in Milton is Milton's a good place.
Yeah, I'm
Let's
gonna
see.
try and hit this Kentucky
So
one.
is that the
That's the one I was
hometown
looking
of
at.
Barstool? What?
I was trying to figure out what that name was, Shaun. I'm like, Earlis?
Which one?
The Kentucky one.
Oh.
Zhao Yu.
No, that's the Florida one.
Yeah.
Earlis. I don't know. We'll try it. We'll see what happens.
Dial it up.
I might butcher the name, but you know.
Earlis?
Dude, that's what I'm going with.
Yeah.
I'm thinking Earlis.
We dialing?
Yeah, it says it's dialing, but there's no sound coming out.
You calling the Florida? Anyone calling the Florida one?
Please leave your message for Earlis.
I'm trying to line up.
No, you were right, Earlis. Andrew, you can hit that Florida one. I'll try and double dial this lady.
Hey guys, anyone who's listening, if you missed our live webinar last Saturday and you want the recording, some pretty dope recording too, DM me or Andrew Murray, or just reach out, go to, I'll tell you right here, I'll type it in the side chat, realestatejustin.com/webinar. I believe the old link might be up, and just register through and we'll send it out. We had our TCs on there. There's some good questions, good fan question, like people coming in, community members, non-community members. Oop, is Shaun on? Let's get him to unmute. Let's see if we can get him. Shaun,
What's up?
nothing there, huh?
Voicemail.
Dang it.
Dialed voicemail. Is anybody calling this Harrisburg, Illinois one?
No, give it a call.
Cool.
Steven, my dude, he is saying Milton is very good. Yes, I know. Fun facts. I think, well, one of my good friends, he's an Irish contractor. He's in Milton, great town. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, one of Whitey Bulger's old assassins lives in Milton still. Fun fact. Don't ask me why I know that. But good to see Steven on here. Steven's in the South Shore, Massachusetts.
Ooh,
What do we call it? South Shore.
this Baltimore one is a townhome.
Ooh, get some weird.
Hey, Paul, this is Shaun. How are you?
I'm okay.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, reason for the call is I believe somebody on my team reached out to you, or you filled out a form on my website about selling a property there on South Land Street.
I didn't fill out any form, but I've had a call on it. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. The people are probably blowing you up all the time. Unfortunately, my team member did not leave me too many notes. Would you mind just catching me up to speed on what's going on with the property?
It's a piece of property I've got that's like a rental house and that. I'm 74 years old and I've got a list as long as my leg and that of all the things that are wrong with me. And I can't keep up with the property anymore. I've got to hire everything done. And I'm going to sell it.
Okay. Okay. Does the property need anything for as far as repairs go?
The state of the property is about 3 years ago, I had it completely remodeled.
Okay.
Spent $42,000 on it.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I come up with this bright idea. I was having trouble with the property and that. The people that were renting it didn't want to pay and what have you and that. So I decided to take it up a notch
Mm-hmm.
and get more rent for it, which I did. But
Yep.
And then that wasn't long good until COVID hit, and this young lady found out she didn't have to pay rent, and it's just been a pain in the ass. I'm getting ready to have her evicted if I have to, and that I'd prefer to sell it and let you guys have it.
Okay. Okay. So she's still currently in there not paying rent?
She's currently in there, and she's not been paying. She hasn't paid. Well, she's got a couple of grants along since then and that, but yes, she owes me about $15,000.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, right. So like I say, I'm just ready to sell it and get out from under it, and
Okay. Okay. What can you
next thing is I need to tell you, it does have a problem with it. The water line ruptured coming into the house,
okay.
and I have not had that fixed yet.
Yep.
It'll have to be fixed in that, but to the best of my knowledge, I've not been in it in a while, but to the best of my knowledge, that's the only thing wrong with it.
Okay.
When I had it remodeled, it got all new drywall on the floor, or all new flooring, and new drywall on the walls and ceiling. In the kitchen, you got new kitchen cabinets and refrigerator and cooking stove. You got a new furnace, new air conditioner. So it's a pretty decent little house.
Yeah.
It's in a nice neighborhood. It's right next to the high school.
Okay.
Within a block of the high school, and that it's within a block of Taylor Field, which is their football field, and that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's in about I'm gonna say 4 or 5 blocks of the grade school.
Okay.
The junior high is just outside on the edge of town, but it's got a grade school that's fairly close, and high school is real close.
Okay.
It's got a nice big parking lot out back. I had I used to live in the house next door to it, and I had a big carport. I bought this particular property there and that for my mother,
Mm-hmm.
and to have a place to keep her when she got down and what have you, and that, which we went through that, but she's passed now, so
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I had the parking lot out back, and then I had a big I'll spit it out here in a minute, a big carport, and kept a 5th-wheel camper under it.
Okay.
And all the carport and all that stuff's gone, but it's a nice big parking lot out back.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay. So, I mean, couple questions that just popped into my mind. I mean, why not just evict the tenant and get somebody else in there that would actually pay you?
well, this is an option, yes. But like I say, I can't. If you have any kind of problems with it, you're going to have problems with rental property.
Yeah, of course.
If I have any kind of problems, I've got to pay somebody to come fix it. I'm on a wheelchair and then on a scooter to get around out away from the house and that,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just physically not able.
Okay.
I thought,
So it just doesn't make sense to keep it anymore.
well, that's exactly right.
Okay. Okay. And so what's your ideal scenario with selling this property? Is it to just put a little bit of cash in your pocket and get this thing done as fast as possible to get it off of your plate, or what's that look like for you?
Well, I want to get a little cash in my pocket, of course, but I'm willing to take a pretty good loss on it. I priced it at $25,000.
Okay.
It's probably about all it's worth, the way it sits and what have you. I don't know what property's going for, so.
Okay. Let me so 25,000. You don't think it's any it needs anything else besides just that water line?
To the best of my knowledge, that's all it needs.
Okay. Fantastic. And then just because I'm a little bit unfamiliar with Harrisburg, does it have a decently strong rental market in your opinion?
Well, they don't, they seem to be hard to find rental property. So they tell me.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I,
It sounds like you've been doing this for a while now, and I just wanted to kind of leverage your expertise here, and see, have you had good luck with tenants in the past, and this current tenant that's giving you a headache is just like a 1 in 100 scenario.
I've had some bad luck. Before I had it remodeled and that, I had a couple of them in there that you just have to beat them over the head to get to damn rent, and who the hell wants to do that?
Mm.
And nobody wants to go through that shit.
Yeah.
And then after I had it remodeled and that, I was getting $450 out of it. And after I had it remodeled, it went to $625, and that should have been enough for him for it, but it's like I say, it just become more of a pain than what it's worth.
Yeah. Yeah. And have you talked to any agents about just getting it listed on the market for you?
Oh.
Okay. Okay. So is something you don't want to pay the agent's commission? You want to keep it off market, make it kind of a quick
like
transaction?
If I can come out of this thing with with anywhere near the 25,000 I want, and I don't want to spend money on it.
Mm-hmm.
And if I can come out of this thing with that much of that, I'll take a loss on the rest of it and just go on with it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Now, and this might be a personal question. You tell me if I'm stepping over a line here. Do you have plans for the money once you get it, or is it just gonna just sit? Are you trying to invest in something else?
Well, I've got some things I'll do with it. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I wanted to ask about that because when I'm looking at some of the values here for the property and what other properties are sold for in the area, it looks like 25 grand is roughly what market value would be. So
Okay.
I'm thinking if I come in, pay cash, I mean, and again, you know the area better than I do. If I come in, pay you, full market value cash, is this going to be a good investment for me?
Well, I'll tell you what. You've got a water line to fix on it.
Mm-hmm.
If you come in and just pay me cash, be done with it, I'll take 20,000.
Okay. Okay.
That's a pretty good come off of it.
Yeah. All right. Well, I got my partners here real quick. Do you mind if I just put you on a quick hold, discuss it with them so I can get you an answer really quick?
Okay.
All right. I'm just going to put you on a quick hold. Yo, what do we got on this? This is like full market value.
All right. So
what?
Like,
go ahead, Ash.
No, you go ahead. I was just shocked that he said that number, and then I realized it's not even there. Like,
I mean, dude, even on seller finance, like,
well, you got to look at.
Did you see where Harrisburg is? It's in the middle of nowhere, dude.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing.
Harrisburg, yeah.
There's not even a rental comp that I can pull. That is, yeah, I'll share the screen that I can actually pull a rental comp even on a zip code, which is rare. But just give him a minute, just 1 second, let him simmer, let that guy marinate, let him marinate. So he's desperate. It says absentee owner. Did we get any of that out of him?
Yeah. So he has a tenant in there that hasn't been paying rent since.
Oh, he's got pain. So what about the eviction laws? Let's go with that. We can draw that out. So an eviction's going to cost me upwards of 10 grand.
Mm-hmm.
Not to mention the damage that they might do, concrete in the pipes, broken, brand new water line that's there. Like, then I got to account for damages, but you could get it on terms and possibly sell it. I'm not saying we want to go that way, but like at some point there's a free house there. Like it's 20,000 to zero. It's a small window. Yeah. It's not even like 100 to zero. So I look at it and go, if we're going to do 20 grand, I have to do eviction. I probably have to do repairs, paint, repair, get someone else in there. I'm looking at 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
So I can do the 20, but I'd have to do it on terms. It's only 20 grand. I'd pay it. It's like buying a used car.
Yeah.
We can pay it off probably within 2-3 years and give you a distribution as soon as we start getting it's a rental, but we can.
At least he's getting paid.
Yeah, we can upfront the cost. We'll take on the burden. I just need some favor here. I need you to work with me because we're all cash out at that point. So let's see what he says.
He's not making anything right now, so he would go to making nothing to at least guarantee something.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so spoke with my partners. They are a little bit concerned on the tenant that you have in there that hasn't been paying rent for a little bit. My partner was just informing me because he kind of deals with this stuff more than I do that, if we go in and we have to evict that person, deal with the attorney fees and everything like that. Like, I mean, I don't know what it is out in Harrisburg, but I know where we typically, do business, it's roughly around like 10 grand to go through an eviction and then, deal with everything that comes along with that, angry tenant, breaking stuff, no matter how fantastic of a job you did on the renovation, and I'm sure it's beautiful. They're probably gonna be, disgruntled is the best way to put it lightly. So what I was thinking about doing is, we could probably, meet you at that 20 grand if you were willing to give us the terms that we need to make it work so that we can deal with the tenant and, get it done so it doesn't become a loss for us.
Well, I don't want it to be a loss for you. What kind of terms are you talking about?
So how we would do it, probably in this direction would be, we would probably ask to come in, make payments on the property, hopefully get you paid out in 2 to 3 years, and that'll keep our upfront costs low, so that we can deal with getting the tenants out and everything like that.
I don't.
Say that again.
I do not want that.
Okay. What's got you saying no for that?
Pretty good thing that I may not live 2 or 3 years, and I don't want my wife to have to go through it. So I want it all cleared up.
Okay. Well, what if even if we structured it in a way where, we could have the payments, pass along to your wife so that she gets some passive income coming in?
No.
No.
I want to just settle it out, right, be done with it. I've come down. I've done another $5,000, and the last person I had that evicted over there, and they had it cost me a little over $2,000. So
they offered you a little bit over what? Sorry.
I said it cost me a little over $2,000 to have the last one evicted that I did. Now, that's not saying that they didn't leave a mess. They did.
Okay. So, and how much did it cost you in repairs to get that, ship shape again like you would want it?
I had it remodeled.
Okay. So are we talking because you've clearly gone through this before. So I just want to make sure that, I'm making an informed decision here or something that I'm not going to lose, lose my shirt on. So was that renovation like 10 grand, would you say?
It was now.
Was after the last person that you evicted out of there, you said that they kind of trashed the property a little bit. How much was it to clean that property up and get it ship shape again?
They didn't tear so much stuff up. They just left it trashy.
Oh, okay. So they didn't break anything. They just left a bunch of trash and stuff in there.
Not so much breaking stuff as it was the labor of pulling all that shit out and that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So it's tough, man. I want to buy this property, but I also want to make sure that I don't lose my shirt on it. Is there any possible chance you can come down a little bit more?
Nope.
No.
I think I've come down enough.
So even if we could get this thing closed in cash, 30 days, make it the easiest process, take the tenant off your shoulders, not have you have to worry about this anymore, and accomplish everything that you want.
What are you offering me?
I mean, for something like this, but if this is something that you don't want to do, I totally get that. And maybe, hey, we're not your buyer here. Maybe somebody else will come along and give you the $20K that you're looking for. I just want to make sure that whatever we end up doing, it's a win-win for the both of us. But I also want to make sure that I don't lose my shirt on this thing.
Well, I'm not wanting you to lose your shirt, but it's I think it's well worth that. I mean, shit.
Yeah, my biggest pushback that I got from the partners there was that if we want to pay cash, we definitely obviously want to be at a discount for the convenience and speed that cash brings. And 20 is just too close to, full market value for us for it to realistically make sense.
Well, it sounds like we're not getting together then.
I'm just trying to think about it. Is we can't get in there and make money right away. So I'm just trying to figure out a way, is there another avenue that you see that maybe that I don't right now?
Nope.
No.
There's not. Like I say, I actually have 4 or 5 people that have called just like you have.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't advertised it anywhere, and they called and wanted to buy it also.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as I'm concerned, I figure one of them we'll come up with it.
Yeah. Did you get any offers from them? Because, you know, maybe if I hear kind of where they're at, it might give me a little bit more confidence to move forward with this.
One offered me 18.
Somebody offered you 18?
Yep.
Okay. I mean, is their offer still on the table?
Probably.
And are they wholesalers?
There's some kind of investment group.
Yeah. And so, you know, maybe I'm not the best buyer for you here, but I just want to make sure that, you know, you don't get taken advantage of by all these, you know, amateur wholesalers out there that are going to come in, you know, put the property under contract for way probably too high, and then they're going to just try and slide in some sort of other buyer on you, and then, you know, you're left at the altar just wondering what happened.
You know, I'm not going to do that, and I've got a lawyer that's going to have to look over the papers before I sign anything.
Okay. Yeah, it sounds like you got all your ducks in a row. I mean, I think.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying that, you know, I'm trying my best to not get screwed over this deal. You know, all I want is out. You know, I've cut the shit out of the price of what I think it ought to be worth, and what I've invested in it. And you know, as far as I'm concerned, I just want to sell it for cash and get out of it.
Okay. Would it be possible to have you evict the tenant before we buy it? That way we could come in there and, you know, start making money on it right away. I know that would make me feel a lot better. It would probably make my partners feel a lot better.
Well, it made me feel a lot better for that $2,000 or $3,000.
Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, you know, Paul, realistically, I think for this to make sense for us, we would probably have to be somewhere around, you know, 10 to 13 on it, you know, but, you know, we're reputable buyers. You know, we come in there, we close 30 days, you know, full cash, make it easy, get it done for you. But, you know, it just depends if you have confidence in that, you know, other offer or not.
Well, I haven't been pushing anything.
So just kind of fielding all options right now.
I'm just you know, I've not signed any kind of a buy-sell agreement, you know, and like I say, I'm not going to without my lawyer over there. And the only thing that I'm interested in is a cash settle. And, you know, 30 days is plenty of time to get this thing set.
Okay. Well, hey, let me do this at the very least. We have the price range of where we would kind of be at. You know, let me go try and speak to my partners, see if you know, maybe I can talk some sense into them, and, you know, let you sit on it for a couple of days, see if it makes sense, and then I could give you a call back in, you know, a few days time, and we could revisit this conversation.
Well, yeah, if you want to call back, I guess you can. But I'm probably not going to come down, and I'm sure not coming down to, you know, 12 or 13,000.
Okay, yeah, and that's kind of why I want to take a couple days here. You know, maybe like I said, I could talk some sense into the partners and see if I can get them to come up.
Yeah, you know, it's you know, whatever they want to do, and you know, if they don't want the house, they just don't want it.
Yeah, I mean, I think they definitely want the house. It's just more so about, you know, buying it at a price where they feel like, again, we're not going to lose our shirt on it. But I mean, I think it just comes down to, at the end of the day, right? Do you
plan?
Say that again?
What do you plan on doing with it?
We would probably either fix it up, you know, just do a little bit of sprucing up, maybe a deep clean, obviously get that water line taken care of and everything like that. Rent it out to a local family. We do a lot of lease to own scenarios where maybe, a local family that can't afford something right now, we can get them in there and, kind of work with them to get them set up for financing in the future to, get a homestead.
I had several people I looked at and what have you that whenever I rented this last time, it was wanting in it for $625. That's the reason why. Evidently, that was a pretty price around here for a house.
So maybe you could go up on the rent a little bit.
I don't know.
Maybe. But yeah, Paul, let me talk to the partners. Let me see if I can get them to come up, and I can give you a shout back in a couple days' time now. And again, there's a lot of benefits of going with us, but again, I understand you got to do what you feel is right at the end of the day as well.
Have a good day.
Thank you. Take care, Paul. Bye.
Yeah.
Yo, that dude was delusional.
Yeah. He doesn't understand. And I think that's the thing. It doesn't make sense for anybody. There's no
margin there.
There's no upside for anybody though either. He wants someone to pay top retail, and also take all the risk.
Yeah.
And you don't get your, the cake eating it, he just wants to be served. So if he was going to sell it on market, what's the agent going to get? What's the closing costs? He's already down to that 18 mark right there. And not to mention, you can't even go, there's too much risk, way too much risk. For a $25,000 asset, it's great cash flow if you can get someone in there. But here's the other thing that I was looking at. I go, he's talked about 2 evictions already. What does that tell you about the market?
Yeah.
I know his property management skills, but that market could be devastated. So I think even I said in the side chat, I was like half down, half financed, where it's like we share the risk. That could be an option. I think what has to happen, you have to let him go. You know this. You have to let him go, and then respond to him again, reach out to again, get some pain, and see where he's at, and then plant the seed again.
You could tell this is a relatively new endeavor for him. He's only been hit up. He even said it. He's been hit up by a couple people, not a lot yet. Like, I feel like it's kind of the same thing like with on-market properties. You got to let the marketplace beat them up a little bit, and curtail their expectations of what is actually in the realm of reality.
Yeah. The pain, I don't want to leave my wife with that. It's like, okay, you have your attorney now. Let's go. You go, okay. So then put it in the hands of the attorney.
Yeah.
Put it in the hands of the attorney, and the attorney can oversee it and make the distributions. And if there's a problem, have your attorney deal with the asset, and then he can resell it and then give the money to your wife.
Yeah.
Problem solved.
Yeah.
So weird, unique. It's out there in the boonies. We've talked about not doing these deals out in the middle of nowhere, America too, as a team. There's a buyer for everywhere, right? We know this. However, it's harder to make money in some of these markets where you go, and anyone listening to, you go, and Shaun, this is our team, but we talk about it. We go, you spend countless hours time to do these small little deals, and you look at your return on investment and your return on the time and you spent on it, and you're like, it
doesn't make sense.
You get it, you put under contract. If anything, you put it out there. If it's a good deal, you put it out, look for the buyers, wait for the buyers. If there's no buyers, the market's speaking to you, and then either renegotiate or you just let the fish go, especially those small markets.
Yeah.
We would have to go look on Deal Sauce and go find all the buyers, who's a landlord, and then you just go to the landlord and be like, yo, do you want this thing?
Yeah.
But good job.
Do we know, is Ash calling one? Is anybody calling one right now?
I called that the Orlando one.
Okay.
The guy is going to be in his office in an hour and wants me to call him because he couldn't hear me. He's on the road. So he's expecting my call in 1 hour. So we probably won't be on. What time is it?
Andrew Murray. You had an hour. Andrew Ash had one that needed an hour break, and I think it's been about an hour.
Yeah.
Let me check.
Dial it up.
Were you working on automations, Andrew?
I was.
I could tell you were in the middle of something.
You can.
I
Staring
texted
at
you
myself.
and I hit you on the side.
Yeah. Sorry, I was
It's all good.
I was dialed in on a little automation for the back end.
Yeah, I got a text message that was really cool. So thank you. Shaun, good job. Yuri ended up doing some additional. I mean, we went through and qualified a lot of those right there. I mean, some good, some things that are already being
Hey
dealt
Justin,
with.
did you check out that Orlando one? It's like close to Disney World.
I have
So
not.
Are those will make really good Airbnbs, correct? Like,
So my buddy Hung is down there and he's doing that market. I mean, there's a bunch of people in the Orlando market, but it did become saturated and there are some regulations, I believe, that are in place. So you have to know what you're doing. In my opinion, I would already go speak to a trusted operator in that market to see who's that.
Michael and Michelle. They're gonna be on. I think they're on a TV show.
That's right. That's right. Friends of ours in the community, brand new. They are going to be on a TV show. Yeah, and they have a themed. They spent like
sick.
a ton of money on this thing,
Dude. It
I want
is
to be on a
sick.
TV show.
So you literally don't even have to leave the park. They themed the house as an experience. So it's in Orlando. It's a whole. I don't even know what they themed it. I think on like some. Let's say you made a Harry Potter house.
That's so amazing.
Or like a Star Wars house or something. So they're going to be on a TV show. It's coming out. And then I think they put like 200 grand into this for furnishing.
That's freaking
To
awesome.
make it an experience. So that's pretty dope.
Well, that's cool because like when people go to Orlando, they want that experience. Like it's perfect. That's why I was saying like there's a market for it there. But so if we were to lock that up, we have buyers, right?
Yeah, we'd have to balance them off go to our community and say, hey, listen, this is what we have. These are the terms. We can underwrite it, but then we want to go take it another step further and go to the operators in that market that know the market, that do it right. So let me take a look. So do they want to call back in an hour, they said?
Yeah, but I'm really interested because I mean it's definitely a fixer upper, but they bought it like 2 years ago. So this might be a good mortgage takeover step too, you know. There's no equity.
Let's see what the pain is, right? You're going to extract the pain. What are we trying to accomplish? Let's find those bunnies when the callback comes in.
Absolutely.
All right. So, I'm looking at it. It looks distressed from the photo.
It does. Yeah.
So all right. I'll share this picture because what we don't want to do is just share too much. And
I think the photos, they could be 2022 and maybe someone bought it and did a rehab. I don't know. And now they're flipping it. So that's kind of what we got to dig into.
Are those bars on the window?
It does look like that. And I mean, maybe.
Does Orlando get down like that?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Certain parts of it.
Yeah. I mean, it's like any city, right?
Yeah.
There's always your good parts and bad parts.
So let's keep carrying on. What do we have for follow-ups? What do we have for other conversation pieces?
I'm hitting that Brunfels, Texas one.
Okay.
I'll start figuring one out myself. You guys have already tried the Milton one, correct?
7. Hello,
Hey, Lisa, this is Shaun. How are you?
I'm doing fine.
Yeah, reason for
How are
the
you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for asking. Reason for the call here is I believe somebody on my team reached out to you, or maybe you went on our website about selling your property there on Cherokee Boulevard.
Yeah, thinking about it.
Okay, talk to me about what's going on with the property.
I just it's more house when I need, and I like to downsize, and get something smaller. It's a 2-story. I really would rather have a single-story home.
Yeah,
And,
just easier to
I'm
maintain.
also- yeah, I'm also at that point in my life to where I want to, kind of, gear down and get ready for semi-retirement. I've had this home for 20 years. I've got a fair amount of equity in it. I still owe a little on it. And I'm hoping that maybe I can sell it and get something smaller, and essentially end up, almost, if not mortgage free, very, very close to being mortgage free, have a very small mortgage, because I don't want to, if I don't have a mortgage, then that's going to allow me to work, part time. I'm working because I want to, not because I have to.
Yeah.
I just want to just get a house paid for. That's, bottom line, So yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. The house is in fairly decent shape. But I mean, to be honest, I need to get cleaning, like a spring cleaning, some touch-up paint, like baseboards and whatnot, that type of thing. And I had a floating deck built out back, which it's not quite finished. It still needs steps, and we gotta finish the rails. But and I got a bunch of scrap wood, in the backyard. I need an old pool. I need to come down and haul all that off. So the backyard's looking kind of ugly right now, but I need to trim a tree out front. Just little things like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, are you looking to, when you say you're looking to get in a kind of like into a single level ranch style, you trying to stay in state? You exploring a different chapter of life and moving out, or?
No. I'd like to stay in New Braunfels if possible, or I'm even considering possibly Seguin. New Braunfels and the surrounding areas.
Okay.
It just depends on what I can get, and with with the equity that I can get out of it, what will that allow me to buy? And I really don't want to get him. I know I could get a manufactured home, but I really don't want one. And I certainly don't want a mobile home. So yeah, I've had my sights on a couple of places over at Boss Farms, and a couple of places over at Navarro Ranch and Seguin. I just don't know what's going to be doable, So.
What do you mean by doable?
Affordable,
Okay.
Is it going to be, are they going to have anything available that it's going to be affordable for me to buy that I'd be happy with?
Yep.
Just because you see it online doesn't mean it'll be there.
When the time comes.
When the time comes, yeah. So, yeah.
Okay. And what are kind of those like ranch style homes that you're looking at? How much are they going for?
I want to say the Navarro Ranch was looking at like 180 up to 215, 220 type of range. I'm looking at, I think I might be able to swing it.
And you're just trying to buy it all cash?
That's what I like to do. Yeah, I mean, because I still have a mortgage on this home, so I figure, okay, sell the house, it pays off the mortgage, and then I've got some equity money, and just use that to buy a house outright. No mortgage, no nothing, just done.
Yeah.
That would be ideal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, so just want to make sure that I'm on the same page with you. The house doesn't
Mhm.
need a crazy amount of work. Probably just needs like a good spring cleaning, some touch up paint.
Mhm.
How about the kind of like the bigger ticket items, like your roof, your AC, furnace? How old are they?
Okay, the roof did get replaced. I want to say maybe 2 or 3 years ago.
Okay.
So it's relatively new. The AC got replaced maybe 5 or 6 years ago. Yeah. So so in that respect, they're pretty new,
Mhm.
for a 20-year-old house.
Yeah, absolutely. And then I know Texas is notorious for foundation issues. So any issues there?
Yep, I had a repair done.
Okay.
And that was about the same time as when everything just kind of hit. I had to have a foundation repair, although it wasn't that major. And then the AC, it fried itself. It was crazy.
Wow.
I'm serious. I mean, my dad took a picture, and you could just see the wires melting or whatnot. So that was about the same time, and then of course when the house when they do foundation work, sometimes I can screw up the plumbing. Just screwed up the plumbing, so that got fixed. So yeah, that was real fun. So
Sounds real fun.
Yeah, no, it was not. Anyway, so yeah, but no, the house is fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the goal is to come out of this, buy another property, cash.
Mhm.
And you said you're getting
Mhm.
onto retirement years, so that you don't really want to have to deal with a mortgage and everything like that. You want to work because you want to,
Mhm.
not because you have to.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, that would be ideal.
Okay. And have other people been calling you, giving you offers, or?
No, I mean, I did talk to another realtor over the phone. We have a tentative date set for him to come and look at the house. I'll be honest. I'm going to talk to multiple people to try to figure all this out. And whoever can get me the best deal, that's who I'll go with. Yeah.
So there's no real benefit to, for you. Like, do you want to like close quickly or something like that? Is that important to you?
Honestly, I would like to do it sooner than later, but I do need some time to, kind of get the house in shape, like I like to,
So
before I feel like it's ready.
sooner than later.
Sooner than later would be nice. Yeah, and maybe in the next couple of weeks to a month or something. Yeah, I don't know. It just the most challenging thing is trying to find time to do the things I want to do and need to do to get ready.
Yeah.
But I just thought I'd start inquiring, about it.
Absolutely. And just because I was trying to look the property up here real quick, and some of the information on like Zillow is incomplete. How many beds and baths does it have?
It's 3-bedroom, 2-bath.
Okay. And I think I see a garage there.
Yeah, single car garage.
Okay. And about 1,800 square feet. That's a good size house.
Yeah.
Okay. Any issues with the neighborhood or anything like that?
No, none.
All the neighbors are good people.
I've not had any problems ever.
That's fantastic. You'd be shocked at how many times where we go to pick up a property, and everybody always forgets to mention that they have the one loud, obnoxious, annoying neighbor.
Well, no, my neighbors are nice. I mean, the neighbors on one side of me, they have 2 little dogs that they're a little annoying because every time they come home, they cry and yelp until they give them some attention. But I'm used to it, But I mean, you in a house, people are gonna have dogs. Dogs are gonna bark. Dogs are gonna cry.
Yeah.
They're gonna yelp. That's just normal, you know. As you know, it irritates me from time to time, but I've just kind of gotten used to it, you know. But no, I mean, you know, nobody's going around, you know, bothering anybody. I mean, you know, I'm not aware of anybody fighting, you know. Nobody's, you know, like throwing loud, crazy parties, or nobody's like trashing their place. You know, we got a homeowner association too, so they wouldn't allow that anyway. They'd probably be on them pretty quick, you know. So no, it's nice and quiet, you know.
Okay.
There's a lot of kids because there's a school like right here, you know. It's good. I'd say this neighborhood is good for a young family, you know.
Okay.
For sure.
Fantastic.
You know, lots of kids.
All right.
School right there, you know.
Now you mentioned the HOA. How much is that a year or like a month?
Oh, they charge us yearly. It's running, I want to say right at 175 or 200, something like that. Yeah, not horrible.
Yeah, no, that's not too bad for a yearly basis.
Yeah.
Okay. And do they is it mostly, you know, like families, homestead buyers in that area? You guys get a lot of rentals around, or?
No, the one house on the other side, I mean, they did rent it for a while, but all the renters have been fine. I think somebody actually purchased that house. The people that are in it now, I think they own it, you know. So yeah, but no, mostly these families that are in it, they've been here for a while.
Okay, that's fantastic. That's good to hear. So just because I'm a little bit, I know a lot of the main, you know, I'm very familiar with a lot of the big cities in Texas, but New Braunfels, I'm not entirely familiar with. What's going on with the town? How do you like it there?
Oh, I like it. You know, I mean, it's like we're, you know, just we're just north of San Antonio, and you know, you can be in San Antonio in 20 to 30 minutes, you know, depending on what part of San Antonio you're going to. You can be in Austin in about an hour. San Marcos is probably about 30. You know, you got San Marcos about 30 minutes, and you got, you know, Kyle 45 minutes, and Austin about an hour. Or if you go to the north end of Austin, it might be an hour and a half. You know, so yeah, and everything you could ever need is here in New Braunfels. You know.
Yeah.
Summers, you know, get busy with Schlitterbahn, you know, tourists coming in and all that stuff. But no, I lived here, well, you know, for 20 years, and I like it just fine. I don't see any reason to leave the city at all, you know.
Good school systems? Good school systems there?
I think so. But I don't have any kids, so, you know, but I've not heard anybody complain, you know.
Okay, so I mean, what's the ideal scenario walking out of this for you?
0 mortgage, you know, just sell this home, hopefully fairly quickly, and take the equity money that I can make from the sale, and the day I move out is the day I move into my new home, you know, and I own it 100%. That would be the ideal situation.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to, the one other question I had, because I want to make sure that I factor this in. I know you said you have a small mortgage on the property. How much is that?
For about 40 grand.
Okay. So you haven't gotten, what did your agent say that he could list it for you?
Well, he thinks it could go somewhere in the range of 260 to 270. You know, but he's not my agent. He's just an agent I spoke with.
So he's trying to get your business. I said he's just trying to get your business.
Like everybody else that calls me, yeah. I mean, you know, well, I mean, hey, you know, that's what realtors do, right?
Yeah,
You know,
no,
so
absolutely.
Yeah.
And you said you haven't gotten anybody else like with bringing in like a cash offer, or has anybody, you know, spoken to you about, you
No,
know,
it's just
selling
that
on
one- just
terms
that-
or something?
Yeah, no, just that one fella.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Did he ever end up giving you an offer, or did he just call you and never call you back?
No, I told him I wasn't quite ready because I wanted to kind of get the house, you know, in order, everything. But we have set a tentative date for him just to come look at it sometime next week. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely tough. Yeah, I mean, I want to do everything I can to get you as much money as possible here. I'm just trying to pull some of the comps. Do you know if houses are selling fairly quickly in the area, or have you done any research into that?
No, I haven't. I really don't know.
Yeah. Okay. I got one pulled up here. How far away is Cherokee Boulevard from you? Or no, it's the same street, right? Yeah. Okay. So right down the street there, they've been on the market for 96 days. Oof.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's a little
What
slightly concerning.
Yeah, what do they want for the house?
I think they're asking 245.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's not encouraging. That's not encouraging at all. And is it how big of a house is it?
It's a 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,800 square feet.
Just like mine. This is cookie cutter neighborhood.
Oh, okay.
All the houses are pretty much the same. Well, okay then.
Well, have
All
you
right.
thought about, I mean, I know it might not accomplish your goal of having, zero mortgage whatsoever. Has anybody talked to you about selling on terms before?
Like, maybe, previous agent I spoke with, he was talking about like, well, you could sell your house on a contingency basis. He's like, you'll buy this house if your house sells, blah, blah, blah. Is that what you're talking about? Or are you talking about something different?
Yeah, it's something different. It is a little bit unconventional. So, right, like your typical real estate agents aren't gonna know about it because they don't do a whole heck of a lot of continuing education inside of this field. But we have had great success with getting people the exact number that they need and even a little bit over when selling on terms. So, like for example, we just bought a house in, I don't know how familiar with Maine you are, but we just bought a house up in Maine where we were able to pay, far and above their asking price because they were willing to, sell to us on terms. And, the total number for the property was far more important to them than, everything else. So I just didn't know if that kind of piques your interest at all. And then same thing, we just bought another house in actually probably right down the street from you, San Antonio. Maybe not right down the street, but yeah, the guy, we were able to, get the guy his number. He didn't have, a little bit different situation from you. He didn't have a whole heck of a lot of equity in the house. But we were able to come in there and, get him exactly what he needed because he was open to, he had an open mind going into the conversation on terms.
So what kind of terms are we talking about?
So usually with something like this, if you have a bunch of equity in the property, with interest rates where they are today, it's tough for, any investor to come in and pay full price. So typically what we would do in something like this is we could come in and give you the price that you need and actually turn you into the bank and make payments on the property over time. And so I think it might be a decent win-win here because, maybe we can't get it to where you don't have a free and clear next house. but we could get the terms to match where, you know, the payments that we make to you over time either, you know, match your new mortgage rate so that you are essentially paying nothing, or we can work them super, super close to where like maybe you're only paying like $100 or $200 a month out of your pocket. And it kind of gives you that freedom that you're looking for, where, you know, you could work a part-time job if you chose to and not have it really, you know, break the bank or have you working, you know, 40, 60, 80 hours a week to make ends meet.
Okay. So so you're saying your mortgage company would actually purchase my home but make payments to me so I can continue to pay my mortgage until it's paid off, type of thing?
Yeah, so it's a little kind of different. So we are not a mortgage company. We're just we're an individual investor company. But what we could do, is we could come in and, you know, you already have a mortgage in place, so we could come and take over the payments on your current mortgage and make payments to you for all that equity that you have in the property and get you paid out over time. And, you know, we could even, you know, match the new structure of the new loan that you get for, you know, the ranch style house that you're looking for. So where we have the same timeline, we have the same exact timeline and everything like that. So for as long as you live in that property, we could be matching payments on that. So, you know, we could either get you, you know, in an ideal scenario, get it to where we can match your mortgage completely. But in, you know, maybe in a less ideal scenario, we could get it to where, you know, you only have to come up with a couple $100 instead of, you know, a full mortgage payment. And it could be a good win-win, you know. It just depends. Like, you know, if you want to deal with, you know, showings and other people's timelines and, you know, trying to deal with all the things that come along with listing the property on market with an agent, I totally respect that and I totally get that. But if you're if you're looking for something with a little bit more, you know, flexibility, where, you know, we could close around your timeline, where there really is no rush to, you know, have to go out and buy another home in 30 days. We have, because we're individuals and we're not a big, I don't know, a big firm. We have that flexibility to work with you and make it as easy as a process as possible.
Okay. So if we were to, say, work out a term deal that would be agreeable to both of us, that doesn't necessarily mean I could go ahead and purchase another home. You know, I mean, I'd have to move out and then live where, or would I be able to get into a new home? You know?
Yeah.
And
and that's the flexibility that we have, right? Is like, say, like you go out and you know, make an offer, get it accepted on a home. You know, we could close the day before that you close on your new home, or we could close the same day to make it a super smooth transition for you. You know, you could go out and get qualified for, you know, another mortgage to go and purchase that new home. You know, we can provide support for that and kind of walk you through the process of how that would work. You know, so you would really have a whole team behind you trying to help all accomplish the same goal of, you know, getting you into your new property with as little money coming out of your pocket per month as possible.
Yeah. Okay. The one thing that does concern me about that is, I'll be honest with you, my credit's not the greatest. So, you know, just trying to qualify for another mortgage. Yeah, don't know how that would work.
What if we could help assist you with finding another property? Would that help out? Where you wouldn't have to qualify through a traditional lender?
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely that would help, you know. Yeah, yeah, I mean, I think it's worth a talk, you know.
Yeah.
You know, so okay.
Well, let's do this. Let's touch base, reconnect, and maybe tomorrow or Friday or something, we can have a little bit deeper of a conversation on, what you're looking for, how we can help out. And then we can just kind of take it step by step from there. Just real quick before, because I want to make sure that I come prepared to, our next call as well and have all the facts and figures so I can start laying some stuff out for you. What's the monthly payment on your mortgage?
I believe it's $950.
Okay. Perfect. All right. So yeah, let's this is my personal cell phone number. I can shoot you a text after this and we can get something set up for maybe tomorrow or Friday when maybe you have a little bit more time. I can come prepared with some material for you and we can just start talking about how we can work together to get you what you need out of this.
Okay. Friday afternoon might work for me. I should have some free time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do I'll shoot you a text right after this. And we'll plan for Friday afternoon and you can let me know a time that works best.
Okay. That sounds good.
Okay.
Okay.
Awesome. Well,
right.
Lisa, thank you so much. And I look forward to speaking with you on Friday.
Okay. Thank you for calling.
Of course. Take care.
All right.
Bye.
Okay. All right. Bye-bye.
All right. So, yeah. So she wants to move into a new home. Maybe not talking about pain that might be there. We don't know. Maybe she's behind. Who knows? Wants a free and clear home.
Yeah, with not great credit. I mean, she could definitely be a good wrap buyer. We would just have to find something local.
Yeah.
Local to her area. I mean, this is one of the ones where like she could list on market. She's definitely not going to get the number that she wants for it on market. No. Creative might be a play for her. It might not be. I mean, we're definitely going to have to dig in. I'll have to dig in deeper as she, grows to trust me a little bit more and we can start speaking a little bit more freely about her options and what's actually going on in her life.
Yeah.
I mean, driver, I would have leaned on that bad credit and say like,
you're behind.
Yeah, like why? Right. Well, you're behind. Like, what do you need? You're talking about having bad credit and wanting to own a house like free and clear, and it's like she's afraid to go get a new mortgage. Just lay into it. Why don't you go rent for a little bit? Why don't we give you payments for $1,500 and you go find somewhere for $1,000 and you pay off some of the credit cards that you have, right?
Or stay in the property. Let her tell you why, other than it's too big. That's the first answer.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think that's all stuff that we can dig into. I didn't want to push too hard and scare her away when I knew I could get a good follow-up call to dig in deeper. And that way we've already had that first call out of the way. She's starting to trust me a little bit. I think no matter how hard I pushed, that wasn't going to be a one call close.
Oh no. I mean, she's just entertaining. She's kicking the tires right now.
Yeah.
She needs to get some doors slammed or she needs to figure out where one's at. Here's the cool thing, cookie cutter house. I mean, dude, that was an exact replica of the house.
Is that not the best though when you hear him go, oh,
yeah.
That was such a feat.
She did it herself. I would say that your sellers are not going to be as smart as that, knowing that their house, like she's like, oh, they're all the same. Some would be like, oh, mine's depends on the renovations. That actually, when the 245 selling for 100 days on market, it was a clean house.
Mm-hmm.
Clean house. And it looked, I don't know, maybe potentially better than hers. So yeah, she's hurting. You guys follow up game and that's it, Yes, Andrew, you ended up having a phone call during that, right?
No. Oh, I called Milton back. He was in a store. Said he was going to call me back. So I'm waiting. I'm going to give him some more time. I could tell he wasn't BSing me. I could hear the riffraff going on.
Sure.
So I'll give him a little bit more time. I'll poke him one more time tonight, probably, and then
poke him.
Yeah, he's gonna give it a poke.
That's all poke.
Like,
Yeah.
Facebook, is it Facebook that you can poke someone?
I think that was.
Were you one of
used
those
to-
guys you went around poking people?
No, I wasn't a creep. I'm a normal guy.
Hey, you guys, I'll give Shao you a call. That's the Auburndale one.
Yeah, hit it up.
You guys, I was listening. Do you like my pronunciation? I was listening to this is how you pronounce the name.
I Googled the same thing.
I'm like,
Man, I was gonna come on here and pretend like I was so
Shao.
sophisticated, like I could pronounce that.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, I just know how to, pronounce these names. Okay, let's give Shao you a call.
I don't think you can do that.
What?
Why?
Say that name?
Like that?
only CJ can do that.
Yeah.
Shao you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Only
I can't say it
CJ.
like that. Okay. I won't say it like that. I'll try not to.
Yeah, that might rub them the wrong way right off the bat.
I usually pick up the accent.
Just say it
Doesn't
really
take me long.
fast so you sound like you know what you're doing.
Hello.
Hi, is this Shao you?
Yes.
Hi, my name is Ashley. I was calling about your property in Auburndale.
Yes.
Okay, great. Yeah, so I just got a notification that you're interested in selling that property. I was doing a little bit of research on it. Looks like you just recently purchased that. Is that accurate?
No, I purchased in a couple years ago.
Yeah, okay. So, let me just pull it right back up here. It ended up just exiting out of it. Okay. Are you currently living in that home?
Nope.
Okay. Is it vacant or?
Yeah, it's rented.
Oh, rented. Okay, great. All right. So, can you give me like a little rundown of the property?
Yeah, can you tell me like who are you with and how
Yeah.
did you get my information?
Absolutely. So it looked like you filled out something on either my website or one of my partners' websites. We help people with people who want to sell their houses. We're investors, we're not agents. We help people with pre foreclosure. We help people all kinds of different people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I was trying to look while I was talking, so if that sounded weird. I just didn't know if you had filled it out on a certain.
What's that?
I was gonna say highlight her or bring her into the big pics.
Oh, I'm sorry. I muted her. I'm like, so no. Let me,
You're good. You're good.
I could actually send you a copy of my business card right now so you can see who I am. Would that be good?
No, it's okay. Yeah, we can talk about the property.
Okay.
It's just, I receive like hundreds of phone calls like this every day.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure like some of them put my information online so that everybody's calling me.
Mhm.
And the same information I've been telling hundreds of people and 100 times a day. So
yeah, and it's annoying. Yeah, I
Yeah.
totally get it. I'm like one of those girls that tries to win a free cell phone and puts in my free information, and then I have 500 people calling me. So I totally get it. But yeah, so I mean, I'm definitely interested. I'm actively buying in that area.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, is the property in pretty good shape? I know you have tenants.
Just renovated and tenants living in it.
Oh, nice. Okay. Do you have any photos of the new renovation?
So if you go online, the photos are pretty updated because we use Zillow to advertise the rental.
Gotcha. Okay, so I'll just go to Zillow then, because I don't think that's where I was. But I'm gonna do that right now. So why do you want to sell?
So I live in Washington State.
Oh.
And, the property is in Florida,
Mhm.
so it's really far away.
Yeah. Oops, there we go. There we go. Now it just popped right up in Zillow. Yeah, it's only showing me 4 photos. I don't know if I'm looking at the wrong thing, but I'm going to try another website right here because it says apartment. So maybe there's advertisement on this one. Right there. Yeah, it's not really giving me any photos. That's okay. Yeah, I mean, if you have any and can text them to me, that would be awesome. I want to be able to just give you the best offer that I can. What's the property cash flowing currently?
It's about 300, 400 a month.
Okay. So that's after you pay like your mortgage and everything.
Yeah, mortgage, management fee, tax, everything.
Okay.
Everything. Yeah.
So would you be open to, okay, so it sounds like you still have a pretty nice mortgage on there.
Yep.
Would you be open to a sub 2? And I can explain that to you. It's basically where I would just keep your debt in place and then come along and take care of, the monthly payment, and you wouldn't have to worry about it. And I can take all of, I can take over the property, the tenants, everything. You wouldn't have any liability on it. It would be all my responsibility. And then come in and give you the equity on the back end.
What do you mean the back end?
Meaning so whatever there is for equity, I just would have to crunch numbers and see what's left on your mortgage. Do you know what you owe for your remaining mortgage balance?
Yes, 190K.
Okay. So yeah, you got some equity there. Okay. So yeah, like basically what I would say, I'll explain it this way. So I would come in and I would say, okay, I would take over the 190 and pay your monthly payments, whatever those are, whatever that looks like. And you said you're still cash flowing $300 on top of that after all expenses are paid, which is fabulous. And I'd have to talk to my partners, because if we did there's a couple ways we can do this. And it depends on how much equity you have and how much you want. Because typically if it's a large number, we do a seller finance on the equity where I would pay you off in payments. And it would just depend on how much you want. Do you have a certain amount that you're looking to get in your pocket at closing?
So I put a down payment when I purchased it. And I put in renovation, rehab.
Yeah.
And everything. So yeah, so cash about 100K.
Okay. So you're looking to get 100K in your pocket. That would be
that's what I put into. That's not even I'm
gotcha.
talking about the equity. That's what I put into. So
okay.
at least I need to get that back, right?
Right.
And then the equity, we can talk about the equity however,
okay,
however works for you and works for me. But yeah, without getting that cash back, it's there's.
So you would need that at least at closing, is that what I'm hearing?
Say again.
So you would need at least 100K at closing in your pocket?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now you wouldn't be open to, I got to still talk to my partners and see if this is even doable. Because I mean, obviously 300 isn't a huge amount to cash flow, but it's not a bad thing either. There's not much room to give you payments on the back end, really. So, let me talk to, do you mind if I just put you on hold real quick? Because my partner's actually beeping in right now, so I can just talk to him about this.
Okay.
All right, hold on one second. Thank you.
All right.
I don't really see much here. Is there something you guys see that I don't?
I'm actually trying to Google it right now because here, let me see it right here. So, I mean, it's 100K down. It's the she's making $300 a month.
Yeah.
So it looks like a single ranch on a corner lot, single ranch style kind of home. I would say that she needs to, it'd be an investment for both parties. So if she's looking to exit, it has to be a win-win really. So my thought would be, hold on one second. What up, Chris? All right. So I'm looking at this right now. It shows a single family ranch.
And it's completely
doesn't look desirable. It looks like kind of the hood anyway, if I'm not mistaken. And it's it's an older house. And yeah, I mean, she has $100,000. Cool. It's probably done. That's great. The house is done.
She has property just.
However, it'd be someone would have to bring $100,000 to move in. then what does the cash on cash return mean? Meaning like, what am I getting? If you're making a couple hundred, now I'm going to put out, $100,000 plus to then make a couple $100 a month. And we have to see if that makes sense. So like what I would say is if she's open to seller finance, because you're not going to solve this right now. If she's open to doing a creative hybrid, we call it, we'll do a sub-2 hybrid with her equity. Say, I'll write down what I can do with my partners is a down payment that you're looking for 100. I can tell you that typically we stay at 8 to 10% down. And I would ask you that, but the upside of this is that you are going to capture more money than you're going to sell on retail. You're not paying an agent. You're not paying for closing. So that if anything, it's a win-win. It's delayed gratification. She's going to delay, you'll make money alongside of us too. So that's where I'd go. Like we can take the numbers back. You can try.
How much do you think I should say we could bring to the table down though?
I just said 8 to 10%. So that's like, so I would tell her like, typically if we're going to do a creative deal, it doesn't make sense to come in with $100,000 down on a property when right now I can go get a commercial loan for 10 to 20%.
So we're going to be more in like the 20 to 20K range to 30K.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know what she wants for the house. I don't know what it's valued at.
I think it's a little over 300.
I would just tell her the percentage. I would say like typically we're at 10% down. That's the given, or we can just go get a loan, but then we wouldn't pay a premium. So if you want to take that ride with us, typically that's where we both make it together. It's a win-win. So I'd say we're buying the note. This might be another conversation.
Yeah, because I mean, I can go over that a little bit with her real quick. But yeah, I mean, to me, it just doesn't cash flow enough. It's a more of a way long-term investment. Not something I'd want to get into. Obviously, it would be a wholesale deal, but it's okay. It's going to be a unique, special buyer, more seasoned investor. I don't know. Let me see what I can do. All right, so I just got off the phone with my partner. He checked out the house and everything, and so typically 100K, that's a lot for me to come to the table with. We're usually more in the 8 to 10% range, but the great thing with going with us, we might not be your option, but the great thing going with us, you are absolutely going to make more money. But it's more of a long-term investment. It's over time. Because you're going to get the monthly payments, and then we're going to come to the table with 8 to 10% of what your home value is, or whatever we agree on to a number. And then we just set the terms. We just try to create a win-win for you and a win-win for me. We just go in this together. So if you're looking more for, a buyout, like getting 100K, I definitely wouldn't be your buyer, but, I would love to speak to you further to see if we could come up with something.
Yeah, I mean, if you have like a proposal, you can send it to me so I can read the numbers and see if it makes sense to me.
Yeah, no, I would absolutely love to do that. Let me see if I have your email. I think I may. Unless you want to just give it to me real quick, because the typing is so small on my computer. I've been working all day, so.
Well, you can send it to my phone number. This is my phone number.
Perfect. Yeah, I'll just do that. And I'm also when we hang up, I'll send you over a copy of my business card. And that's great. I would love to speak to you further, and maybe we can come up with something.
Okay. Do you also do you guys also you guys already have like investors and just have the money to you guys are a group of investors?
We have a huge community of investors. Like we have them all through the US. We're national. So yeah, we can do cash offers and stuff like that. So I mean, I could give you a cash offer, but where you have a mortgage still in place, it just wouldn't make sense. Because you still owe quite a bit on it. But yeah, so I mean, I think we could still work on something. And I mean, if the reason why you're asking is, are you looking for another property or?
Yes, I'm selling. I'm also buying. And
gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, so.
No, that's super good to know. Okay. Yeah, I could add you to my buyers list. And what type of properties are you looking to buy?
Well, so either I guess for this state I can look myself, and I can send it to you. I'm looking in Virginia as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So I can send to you my buy box.
Yep.
and
You know
then
the terms.
yeah, and then we can
Yeah.
go from there.
I said that to somebody once. They're like, "What's the buy box?" I was like, "Oh," but yeah. So
Yeah.
perfect. Well, no, maybe we can do something together. That's great. I love meeting other investors and people that are in the game. And who knows? Maybe we'll do a deal together. You never know. So yeah, I'll text you and we'll get together.
Okay.
You said just send you one of my proposals. Is that what you want on this
Yes,
property?
yes,
Okay,
please.
perfect. All right, will
Okay.
do. It was lovely talking to you. You have a fabulous night.
All right, you too.
All right, thanks.
Bye.
Bye. Hey, I mean, this could be value, you guys. I mean, she's buying in Virginia. We'll add her to our buyers list.
No, it was good. It was good. I mean, that's actually interesting because I can hear her being coached in the background, and then she said the word buy box. That's
I know.
not a normal.
That's why I was like, oh, loved it.
Yeah.
Love
So
that.
that's who knows? They could even be in the community.
Never know.
Or sniffing around the free community.
Well,
Hey, I'm gonna say right there, like, awesome job, guys. I was only gonna be able to go an hour today. I was able to extend this another hour, but yeah, so good. Andrew, Shaun, what are you guys up to?
I was just dialing, trying to get some people to pick up, but I've got a lot of voicemails.
All right, so I think early on there was some really good success. We went right through the list. Andrew's going to follow up with Milton.
I'm excited about that one. I think
that's
that'll be
important.
Cool.
And there's what else do we have? Let's recap.
I'm following up with Charles.
Okay.
As soon as we're done, I'm gonna give him a call.
I'm following up
Orlando
with that Braunfels, Texas. That first one in Illinois, that guy was delusional.
Mm-hmm. That's okay. So I thought there was another one too. I'm trying to fly and do some of these comps here and look up some of these properties. So didn't record them all, but yeah, all in all, good job. I'd say keep up the momentum. I thought Auburndale, Newton, Mass.
Great job, guys.
Yeah. Yeah, Steve, I think that one of the questions next time would be like, yeah, what other properties? Because when they were asking about cash, I think they said the last seller for Ashley, it was, are you guys trying to sell properties? You're trying to sell something else? Because they asked about like a network of buyers, or maybe it was a network of wholesalers. Or
Yeah,
something.
that's why I was wondering. I was like, are you trying to buy, or piqued my interest? And she lives in Washington, by the way, so I don't know if you caught that in the beginning.
That's
so
right.
this property in Florida. So
they're going East Coast though. They they can't invest in their market. Their market's trash. So so they're going Virginia and East Coast.
Yep. That's
cool.
That's crazy. I wonder, I'm gonna have to dig deeper and find out who the mystery investor is.
Yes. Well, hey guys, what do you say? Say we wrap it up?
Yeah.
Great job.
Yeah.
Thank you for everything. And let's circle back. We if you guys are interested in seeing the recording and the play, DM me or Andrew. Just because I don't want to make everyone have to jump around the hoops. But we have the recording for the webinar we did on the 21st of September. So last Saturday, that was pretty dope. And we have some other goodies that we'll get you. Just reach out to one of us, or I'm sure anyone has the old link. Let's take a look here.
I need the link because I clicked on it and it didn't work for me, but I really am not great with all computer things. So
the links have been hard lately. All right, guys, cool. Hey, thank you so much, and we will see you next week.
Thank you, guys.
Later.